Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm Geoff.
And today we are taking a look at Depth, which came out in 2014, developed by Digital Confectioners.
Yep.
So this is a couple years old now, but it's worth taking a look back at because this wasn't a huge release. Of course, it was only available on Steam, so on PC format. And this is a first-person shooter with a difference.
Yep.
With sharks.
Oh yeah. Well, you're a third-person brawler if you're the shark, and you're a first-person shooter if you're
a diver.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, why would you be a diver in shark-infested waters?
Because you need gold.
And that pretty much sums up the entirety of the campaign in this game.
Yeah.
There is no single-player campaign, so to speak, in this game. There is a kind of tutorial in which you do what you will essentially be doing in the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And that is, if you're a diver, you're going to be scouring to the bottom of the ocean to collect gold, following around Steve, who is a little robot who will also be sort of collecting all of your collected gold as he leads you through a labyrinth of underwater caves and mazes whilst you're being hunted by the shark.
It's pretty badass. Pretty badass shark. I gotta say, this has been a minute yet so far and we haven't got into a match.
So as I've said, there is no single player experience, there is only multiplayer.
Yeah.
And so one of the problems you're going to have with this game is, of course, finding other people to play with. And I've heard that should you wish to play as the shark divers against two sharks. Okay. So out of the 6 of you, only 2 of you will ever be the shark, and most people will always want to be the shark.
Yeah.
So we can see that you're everyone is currently connected. It says blood and gold hillside. That is the map.
Right. Escort Steve as he opens up treasure safes. Oh. Ooh. Well.
So choose your diver.
He looks really badass.
I have to say that I've never actually got my hands on this game yet. I've never actually had a chance to play it.
Yeah.
But I've just recently reviewed the Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think, what shark games are there? Really? How many shark games were there? The only one I can really think of, there was a Shark Attack game, I think, way back on the Mega Drive, or on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
There was a Jaws game, but there was also Jaws Unleashed on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Which really had some pretty terrible controls. It sort of came out very late in the life cycle of it, and I don't think it even got a European release either. So it was a pretty difficult game to get hold of, and then it wasn't as great. Although controlling the shark felt pretty good when it worked.
Yeah.
I can thankfully say in this game, it looks like they've got the shark controls correct. Because every time I see someone playing this game when they are the shark, the delight in their faces when they tear apart stray divers lost in the labyrinth.
Well, it's quite funny, isn't it? Because you got to shred the prey that you get with. And that involves essentially shaking your mouse left and right.
You've been attached to it! Geoff, you lasted 20 seconds in the water. And all that remains is your boot.
No, fuck you! Okay. I got the sound down too low. I can't hear. That's what it is. I got 250 cash for that though.
From being dice. Maybe one of the other divers collected.
I'm gonna put sonar apparently on it. I don't know how that works, but there he is. This shit. Oh man, I've got a gun which I have to reload after each shot. That's not.
Oh, it's coming right for you!
Oh my god!
You were killed by a great white.
Fast, so fast.
Well, that is it. This game requires, straight away, you seeing it already. It requires lightning fast reflexes.
Yeah.
You need to be super aware of all of the entrances that the shark can make. Again. And the biggest thing is that this is an asymmetrical environment.
Yeah.
So you don't know whether the shark is coming up from beneath you, above you, from the side of you.
Yeah.
All you need to be aware of, you need to be absolutely aware of your surroundings, and of course, if you're new to the game and learning the maps,
Yeah.
you're not going to know where the shark can come from.
You're in trouble.
You will be in trouble. And the thing is, the shark is super fast. And there is also destructible terrain.
Yeah.
So there are patches where the shark can literally, like a battering ram, come through walls and try and eat the divers, which does add for some great tension.
They double teamed us there. 2 versus 4 doesn't seem fair. Seems like it should have more than. It should be 1 4-on-1. That's what it seems like it should be. I got more points then.
Well, the thing is often or not when you play these sort of game modes, and I can think of, like, for instance, like an Alien survival mode or horde mode.
Yeah.
That when you get one person who's the first infected and he has to kill someone else, when they're on their own, it can become quite easy for the other 4, if they're working together, to gank that other player over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So when you get the 2 sharks, I think it adds that extra sense of terror. You know, you need to be looking both ways. You need to be looking every way.
Fast. Oh man, I've missed him every time now. Shit. He's coming. Fuck.
So you can, I think, also accumulate points as well by doing damage or slowing down the shark, or at least fighting back. Now, as you've seen, every time the shark has grabbed you and is eating you, you do get
a moment to try and stab it.
You get a few moments to stab it, which really isn't going to work unless the shark is almost dead.
Oh my god.
Or your teammates are also shooting at it at the same time. There might be a tiny chance.
Second to try and repair the thing, and it fucked me right up. Yeah, so see, you got to repair Steve as well, haven't you? Because if they blow up Steve, you're fucked.
If they blow up Steve, I think it will be over.
Oh, he goes for you straight away.
Often or not, shark players will come and eat people, and I can tell you now that
it's so exposed.
Some of the divers have quit.
They're
getting tired.
Yeah.
So of course this is going to bring up the Left 4 Dead feeling. A similar game came out a while back, Evolve.
Yeah. And
it didn't do very well.
No, Evolve. See, one of my mates wants me to get Evolve for the PlayStation so you can play it with him, but there's nothing about it that's sold it to me at the moment. This looks like it would be more fun than Evolve, to be honest.
Now that's why I would say that this game is very thematically appealing.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of its horror nature.
Yeah.
The very setup of it is that you are in the water with these giant teeth, with these jaws.
Yeah.
And they're relentlessly coming after you.
You don't.
In Evolve, there seems to be a lot more sort of finicky running around, letting the creature evolve and power up.
Yeah. Oh, did I kill that shark? I killed it, I think.
Did you kill a shark?
I killed a shark.
You did kill a shark.
Yeah.
You shot it.
Boom.
But then you were still promptly eaten afterwards by the other.
But now I got some money. I got 2,500, so I can get an assault
that APS rifle.
Yeah. Or I could get a spear.
A harpoon gun.
No! Ran out of time to buy fucking weapons.
What?
Shit.
So that's something I should bring up now, is that the game has sort of 2 sort of level up systems.
Yeah.
You get what you can power up in game, like now.
Yeah.
And then once this game's over, it sort of resets. But you do accumulate total points, which you can then use to level up your characters out of this particular game.
Yeah.
So like an actual progression bar where you'll start unlocking additional things. Of course, for the shark, these can include like faster attacks or more curved arcs of movement when you attack.
Yeah.
So that it can make it easier for when you want to swing around a corner and attack someone, or
yeah.
whether you're a sort of shark player that likes to grab hold of a diver and swim away with him to separate him from the others.
Die, you little fucker!
Of course, you can obviously get better weapons for the divers.
Yeah.
You can also get like a little machine. I can't remember what it's called, but you can sort of use it to move around the underwater ocean.
So quick.
A little bit faster.
Yeah, they are so fast.
The sharks are so fast. Now the great thing is,
see it, and then it's like boom, it's on you, and you're gonna fucking die.
And you're dead.
Yeah.
With the great.
I was gonna fucking buy a new
gun.
gun.
The sharks won.
Yeah.
And you didn't do too bad.
I killed one.
You did. A couple of players disconnected on you there.
Kunq got 4 kills and 2 assists. I got 5 assists. Look at that.
Nice.
No, I suppose not. That's my first go, so there you go.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Alright, return to main menu. Can I spend any of that money?
For the first sort of few hours you're playing the game, you're going to get unlock after unlock after unlock. And it's going to feel pretty sweet. The game's going to keep rewarding you for playing.
Yeah.
And then after about 4, maybe 5 hours, you're going to find yourself not getting the unlocks that you want. And then you realize you're going to have to play for another 12 to 15 hours to actually start unlocking everything else.
It's gonna be like a hell of a grind.
It becomes a bit of a grind, but the thing is, by then you've already unlocked enough items to comfortably play the game with.
Yeah.
Whether you're a hunter, a diver, or a shark, and you can then have fun with the game. And obviously, by then you even know whether you're going to keep playing it or not. And it's not a game where I think you can play for hours and hours at a time. I think it's the sort of game that you can just play here and there if you just want a quick couple of rounds.
Yeah. Have some silliness.
Jump
in and play. Really,
it is just jump in and play. And, you don't need to talk to anybody in the game. You can just enjoy the terror and the suspense.
I was going to say, there wouldn't be much talking. It's mostly just like screaming like a little girl.
Yes. And
as you get fucked up.
That is the great appeal for the game, is that it does capture that horror so well that every time that shark is coming for you, you're gonna get scared.
Yeah.
And that brings me into perhaps the draw distance for the game. Is that as a diver, the draw distance is not very good. You can't see very far, which obviously creates these amazing dark shadows in the abyss.
Yeah.
And the sharks, of course, will use that to their advantage to literally stealth approach and come out of the darkness with their jaws wide open, ready to consume you.
Yeah.
And that really, really works, because obviously when you play as the shark, your draw distance is a lot further. You can see the divers from a distance, of course, when they're making noise. You can sort of also get upgrades, so you can get better sonar, so that you can hunt the divers from an even greater distance.
Seems like you...
That guy got a crown on his head.
Good luck, have Finn. Yeah, it does, yeah.
King diver? I don't know.
I take it you pretty much always start with 800 gold then, and it's all then about whether or not
what item you want to start with, and
like it's all about getting the upgrades from that point, I guess. What you don't want to do is have any holes to your back. Even then you get fucked up. You see how quick that was? I looked left, and then it was like, you've been got. Now I got 900.
I can only think that these divers must be really, really hard up for this gold.
Yeah. They are having to do some horrible shit for this gold. Putting themselves in a terrible situation. Well, I gotta say, the fluidity of it moves alright. Like, you can sort of sprint around.
How are the controls?
Yeah, I mean, I'm using mouse and keyboard, so...
Now, I think when the game first came out, it wasn't optimized for a controller. I don't know whether that has changed.
It was not available for a controller.
Not to begin with. I don't know whether that has been changed since.
Right.
Of course, since the game's release, the game has had a couple of DLC or expansions.
Yeah.
The majority of them appear to be skins for the sharks.
Right.
Obviously, maybe a few cosmetic items for the divers. There's not too much customization of the character or of any of the divers, which for me, well, it doesn't really matter too much, but it's always something that I like to have in any game.
Of course.
I want to create my custom diver.
I don't know how I've survived this long. Oh, it wasn't much longer.
But there was one expansion from the game that I'm very excited to play, and that is the Megalodon mode.
Yeah.
And of course, if you know what the Megalodon is, there's like a bazillion documentaries on YouTube about it. It's the dinosaur, or the biggest shark ever created. It's as mythical almost as a dragon.
The one that appears in Battlefield 4. Yeah,
yes,
killed that shark. Boom!
That's the one.
Although, I got a gun now that
I
can
don't
take
think
him
the
out.
Megalodon in this game is as big as it should be.
Yeah.
But it is a big fucking shark compared to the rest of them. And it's a game mode where one player will be the megalodon, and the rest of you, the divers, have to hunt it.
Yeah.
If you kill the megalodon, you become the megalodon.
Right.
And you get to hunt the rest of the divers. And so that's a good and it was a free add-on to the game as well, I believe.
Right. Oh. Man, this thing fires 10 fucking spears at a time.
You got no excuse now.
Well, I did get my first kill. Ah! Still got murked.
Yep.
I don't know the maps or anything, so I don't know where's good to hide out, but...
Well, as a human, there's not very many great hiding places unless you can back yourself into a room, into a corner.
Yeah.
Of which case, though, you're probably not going to find that much treasure.
Yeah. Probably do need your sound on as well here, I would say. Oh shit, son! Die, bitch! Yeah!
Nice.
Eat it!
So that is to say that the humans, the divers, in a scenario where they can see the shark and they have the heavy weapons, you can kill each other as quickly as each other.
Yeah.
Except obviously the humans need.
Once you've got a gun. Yeah.
Once you've got a gun, yes. But I mean, the sharks are glass cannons.
Yeah.
If they get hit a few times, they will die. Like, as we are seeing, these sharks are getting destroyed.
These are getting killed
if you all focus fire on it and are aware of it. So, good communication and teamwork could help you survive.
I want to repair Steve.
Odds are, I usually see sharks win every
Yeah.
single time, and that is because of a lack of communication with the human players. And of course, you can only imagine two sharks communicating with each other. You can have quite a intense chase as they try to, mouse you into a corner where they can make their attacks. Of course, as a shark, you're always going to be wanting to look for the hunter that's straying off on his own.
Of course.
Easy prey.
Well...
So, what do you think of the graphics of the game, Geoff?
Well, they're all right. They're not, like, amazing.
I was going to say, I think the graphics in this game are piss poor. Really.
I don't know how old it is, though.
It is 2014. It came out November 2014. Now, I have to say, it is a budget game. It's currently going for, like, £18-19 on Steam, so maybe $30 to $35 in America.
Well, as always, as well, you get it on sale.
And, of course... I would say, I mean, I was going to save this for the end, but I would say that this game is a Steam sale sort of item. Now, I recommend people to put this game on their Steam list for when it is on a sale so they get notified, and that's when they should perhaps pick this one up.
Yeah,
simply because of how the thematic horror nature of this game works and plays. It is, like I said, essentially just a deathmatch.
Yeah.
But... it's very rare that a game that sells itself only on deathmatch can actually work.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, so maybe the graphics in this game are not the best. You can turn the textures up to full, the lighting and ambient nature up to full, and it does create a very nice effect. Lots of blacks. So what ambient life is there works just enough to give you the environments, the level, but graphically it could be better, but for a budget game it's not as important, I would say.
One of the things that is important, I suppose, in a multiplayer only game is you have smooth frame rates, it's not glitching about, you don't have any lag, so it satisfies though. I mean, it's good enough to get that sense that you are underwater and that it is pretty hectic, kind of like like environment where you can't really see properly anyway, do you know what I mean? And yeah, I think it's good enough to pass. I mean, yeah, look at the textures, they're not that amazing.
No.
But like I say, you're in the dark and you're in this situation where you're not really paying much attention to the textures anyway.
No. Your eyes can't stay on the textures long enough. You're looking at the darkness waiting to see that shark pounce at you.
Oh, come on. Come for me, you fat bag.
There's both of them. There's both of them. So one thing
They're
that
so
does
hard to hit because they move so fast.
One thing that really does help build the atmosphere in the game is the music. Or the lack of the music.
You can have your own though.
You can add your own custom music to the game, a la Steve Zissou.
Revenge. Yeah.
So if you want your underwater music playing, just to remove some of that tension, you could. But the sort of heartbeat, the sound effect of your heartbeat getting faster, letting you know that the shark is in the vicinity.
Within the, yeah.
It can add to that horror build up quite a bit because you get scared. Is that primordial fear?
Every little flash, every little thing that's happening, you're like, "Ah, ah."
And the thing is that as you're following these maps along, as you progress further into the zone, Steve goes into areas where it gets darker and darker and darker, which means he doesn't do you any favors. It means there's more loot, and it means you're closer to actually beating the sharks, which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
But as you get further down, it means you need to spend your items, your gold, to get flares, to get buoys that let off these sonar things which can confuse the sharks. You need to create extra lighting, otherwise the sharks will just come out of nowhere. And thankfully they are highlighted in a big red outline, which lets you know when they've been spotted and seen.
I was going to say, I'm thinking that it's something someone else has done that's creating that, and somebody's putting down these beacon things which allow us to see them coming a bit quicker, a little bit earlier. You need as much advanced early warning as possible. Because
those sharks move at a crazy speed. Oh no, water's come right now, you will kill you! Oh, he freed you! He freed you! I guess they helped you, you stabbed it, you got away. But your health is so low, you need to find med kits, which thankfully are floating around the bottom of the ocean floor every so often.
Blue thing.
Yeah.
Ah!
Denied.
As soon as you go off solo, that's it though. You're just like a huge target.
Yep.
Gear customization, Sonar Boy. Yeah, let's buy one of those. Why not? And I can't do anything else, so just respawn. How do you deploy the Sonar Boys? There we go.
Nice.
Just deploy them along the way. Oh.
The shark's coming right for you.
I missed him. You get one shot at it, but by the time you reload this harpoon gun, that's it. You ain't coming back. Maybe there's a one which will like fire continuously. I don't know, but he's dead. He's dead.
Well, there is a rifle, and of course, what you're having to do with some weapons is, as you would expect, is fire in front of where you think the shark's going to be.
Yeah.
Because they've got such quick.
I hit him as well. I killed him.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow, you were climbing out of the clutches of death again and again.
Not that time. They won. Did they
Sharks
win?
win, yeah.
We were so close.
So close to the end.
Good game.
Good game, Sharks.
Yeah, I felt a little bit more confident. I got 5 kills there.
Yeah, not too bad.
Disconnected smashed it. This guy knows what he's doing. Stick to Steve. We need Sonar Boys. Stick to Steve. Right.
So again, it is a case of you're going to need to buy the items in order to survive, because a lot of those items will be lost anyway.
Yeah.
And now you can see at the bottom as well, you are also now a level 2 or on your way to level 3 possibly.
Right. Okay.
Which will mean you will have access to more items.
So yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to see if we just being level 2 now. If I will, that's it. You start the game with $800. You buy whatever you want.
Choose the shark.
Well, yeah, good point actually. It says either, and then it's just like
the thing is, everybody does choose shark. So
maybe
odds are you will find a game quicker searching as a diver than as a shark. Okay, obviously, if you choose either, you will always be a diver.
Yeah, quite possibly. Or maybe there's a slim chance you get to be a shark. I bet there's loads of people going in as sharks.
So what do you think of the combat nature of the game?
Well, yeah, I quite like it, to be honest. I don't think they...
You don't have your traditional weapons either, so it's kind of...
Yeah.
It's alternate in that regard.
There's nothing else like it, for a start. Where you're floating around in the sea, do you know what I mean? Like you're underwater diving. There's nothing else where you're going to have a multiplayer experience in that kind of environment. It's... I don't know. I like the simplicity of it. I like this fact that they've just gone, boom, splash screen. Yeah, go on then, matchmaking, straight in, boom. Get on with it. There's not too much to have to choose from. They kind of keep the gameplay flowing, by giving you less options, and you just got to go like, right, now I'm going to buy that, now I'm going to buy that. You know, one of 3 things to choose from. Sometimes less is more, and it's just like that continuous flow type thing. I mean, if you really enjoy the core mechanic, I could see that you wouldn't get bored of this for quite some time. And it's got that essence of skill is everything, I suppose, you know? It's not about your setup, it's not about your overarching strategy, it's about your teamwork and your ability to aim and be precise. So I quite like that, yeah. I can see what they're going for. It's probably got more going for it for the like pro gamer scene than many games, you know? Sometimes if you can keep it simple but keep it very effective, then that tends to work better, you know, for the, like with a high skill curve, like the high learning curve. That, you know, that's what pro gamers want. They want, and somebody who's totally noob to it. So it looks like this could be that kind of game.
So would you say that this game will have the longevity to actually keep players, just keep coming back into playing it?
Yeah.
Because in a sense you could say, what is the depth of this game other than the simple leveling up mechanic? You know,
where's the depth to it?
Hey!
Well, yeah, the depth is in the fact it's a first-person shooter. You know, like if you're good at aiming, then that's going to be everything. And a lot of stuff misses that. It's very difficult for me to say in any depth coming from the fact that I've just started playing it. So it really is then going to depend on the level design and how much team coordination is really going to affect it. Are the sharks overpowered, or is it really perfectly balanced and there's a way, you know, a competency which will accommodate for anything? That's a good question. Don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you from this early stage, but I can say straight away that it's instantly fun, instantly silly, exciting.
It's not overly complicated. It is exciting. It is an adrenaline. Yes.
It reminds me of the simple pick up and play dynamic of what's the remote control car football game?
Yeah, soccer.
Yeah, that one. That game, you know, like that's gone properly pro. You know, people are playing that on a pro level. Instantly, like everybody loves it. The graphics are really simple, but they run smoothly. So I can see that's what they're aiming for in the design of the game. I am the shark now. So these now they get a little moment time.
Yep, they get their moment. Good luck, have fun.
Yeah, that seems to be everybody says good luck, have fun.
Of course. All right.
So
now this is exciting. This is the fun part. This is why you want to play the game. It's time to be the shark. Now, of course, you can also eat the seals and eat some of the wildlife in order to regenerate your health. But really, thrash that mouse! Oh, I got
First
the kill.
blood.
Are you dead? Oh, you are dead. Yeah.
I'm dead now. I should have gone in and got out. That's what I should have done. I got my kill.
So what do you think of the animations in the game?
They're good enough.
Do you think it's just serviceable and good enough? It's not
just about good enough. Yeah.
What do you think of the kill animations?
They're
kind of like fatalities, every one.
I mean, I've gone whoa every time, so it's,
and you know what it looks like from their perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it really does make you jump when the shark is just suddenly like in your face, and
you can tell from their perspective how much out of the shadows you come from, and you can also see now as the shark, that extra draw distance, that extra distance you can see to prepare your attack as well, and you can also see where all the divers are.
Trying to get out,
which is of course quite a distinct advantage.
Yeah, they're killing me. I'm not a very good shark. Not as good as those other guys.
Well, it's all about the stealth approach, timing attacks with the other shark.
Yeah.
And of course, as the divers move further through the environment, the advantage I think becomes more and more to the shark, depending on how many points they've got.
Yeah. So I ate that dude. Now, do I get... Oh, shit.
Coming around for another attack.
He dodged me.
He's missed a few attacks. You got about just over half your health bar, which you can see on the left side there. Coming back in for another attack. So we got to destroy
that thing, is what we got to destroy.
You were trying to destroy the Steve robot.
Not knowing the map layout
but you can also win just by killing all the divers over and over and over again.
Right.
And that tends to be the most favoured way of
I can see why
of
that
winning.
is.
Yes.
I wanted to take out the actual... See, the more the more kills you give them, the more money they're getting.
As well, yes. So you don't just want to be endlessly
divers are going to be leveling
giving
up
away.
Pretty badass soon.
Yeah.
But I also got to try and destroy that thing, haven't I, as well? So, if I can... Ah! God, this is hard. I think you need to have quite high sensitivity of the mouse. Oh,
you damaged him, but he stabbed you, yeah. You were already nearly dead, so he got very, very lucky.
That Russian name, disconnected. It seems to be a running theme. A lot of people disconnect quite quickly. I guess it... Oh,
I don't know whether it is a connection issue with the game or whether people do just...
It feels... It doesn't feel good to be torn apart by a shark.
Not endlessly and repeatedly. You can sometimes feel like you're being picked on.
Yeah.
And, we can see here an example of breakable terrain so that you can come at the divers from another angle.
I've not seen any of these alleged seals.
I just also think it's mesmerizing just watching the shark move, just watching the underwater fish swells just moving around.
Yeah.
And then the horror. The screaming, gurgling, twitching corpses.
I thought I was going to get him then, but I like bumped into the wall as I went through. Yeah, there's meant to be seals so you can heal up your shark, but as of yet, I haven't seen any of them.
I think they tend to be more towards the surface than where you are currently. So, but right now I can tell you that the sharks are winning.
I don't know what
your shark friend is dead.
My shark friend is dead.
He's dead. He's just respawned, and I think you just avenged him.
Ha! Got one of them.
So. Would you recommend this game, Geoff? I'm going to say yes.
I got to say, yeah, I'm having fun. Oh, come on, destroy that thing. Boom, damage Steve.
But would you pay full price for the game?
No. I bought this on sale, so...
You bought it on a sale, yeah.
I bought it when it was like, oh yeah, this is a $5. I went, wow, that seems pretty awesome, actually. So, let's have it. What the fuck happened there?
He dropped a mine.
A sea mine. Wow. So, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, like, if you spend £5 to £10 on it, you're doing all right.
Definitely, absolutely. I also back that and say that this game is fun. It is atmospheric. It's tense. It's also great to sit and watch being played as well as experiencing playing it yourself.
It's surprisingly entertaining. Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, there we go. I can evolve all the way to the max. So there's other things I can do with the shark there that I haven't done. A perfect predator. Yeah, baby.
Very nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think the game captures the thematic horror, the nature of it very well. It's very ambient. Sometimes it really works.
Pick up and play thing is
despite
just really
not looking like an A-grade game, it plays like one.
Yeah.
And that's the attraction, to keep coming back despite, you know, the very simplistic nature of it. what is here works. And that is why it's definitely worth checking out. Well, that's going to be it from us here this Gaming Friday. We'll be back next Friday to discuss and look at another video game. Of course, film reviews on Thursdays. Sequentials taking another break this Saturday. But of course, you can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. I'll see you next time, guys. Take it easy.
Trying to destroy Steve. Nice. Take it easy.